going through.
Yes, sir. Okay. So what see we have done till Leo, na? Till Leo you
Right,
understood?
sir. Yeah. Now Virgo.
Okay. See, Virgo, the first, if the Lagna, whatever is the uh, this thing, whichever chart we are taking, okay, if 6 is over here, it is Virgo chart. We take a moon chart,
Sir,
we take a.
screen is not visible, sir.
Oh, 1 second, I'm so sorry. You can see?
Yeah.
You can see, sir?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So the moon chart or sun chart or the Lagna chart, or in the future we go for Shani chart or Guru chart or Shukra chart. We will make charts of these things, whatever it may be. When there is 6 over here, it is a Virgo chart. And for all those things, these principles apply. Okay, whatever chart it may be a Shani chart, it may be a Guru chart. Okay, it may be in Gemini, Arudha Lagna, and all those things will come. Whatever it may be, when 6 comes over here, this is a Virgo chart. Now, the Lord of Virgo, now tell me, sir, which is the benefic planet for a Virgo blank chart? Most benefic planet.
Mercury itself it is.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Devashish ji.
Yes.
Because I can argue, Kiranji, I can argue, even Venus is most benefic, being the lord of
Yes,
the
yes.
second house and the
True
ninth
answer.
house. But I will choose Mercury over Venus. Why? I will choose
Five,
Mercury over
First,
five
Venus.
trine में आ जाता है, sir. Trine.
Uh, Not Trine, Kendra house. Trine is 159. It is a Kendra house, but
No,
Venus
no.
is.
From two. Second, if you see Venus, two is sitting here. So fifth Drishti is 6, right?
No, 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 no. Don't get into the aspects. The drishtis don't get into it. I'm just telling you the ownership. In terms of ownership, Venus is owning the second house and the ninth house. Mercury is owning the first house and the 10th house. This is the Kendra houses. This is the Dhanasthana and the Bhagyasthana. So over Venus, I will accept Mercury as the most benefic planet. Can you tell me the reason why?
Because exalted. Mercury in Virgo exalted.
No, 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 no. Kiranji,
sir.
because very simple. Mercury is the Lagna Lord. Lagna Lord is the
Lagna
most
and 10th Lord.
powerful. Yeah, Lagna Lord and 10th Lord, and Lagna is the most powerful house because Lagna is also the Kendra house, is also the Trikon house. So Lagna Lord, wherever is there, is the most powerful because it is your self effort, your willpower, your intelligence, all your skill sets, your intellect. See, you put everything for yourself, right? You put 100% for yourself. So, in whatever problem maybe, you never give up on yourself. So, Lagna is the most important. And 10th Lord being career, fine, that's important. Okay. So, because of 1 and 10, because of the Lagna, I will give more priority to Mercury rather than Venus. But Venus is also definitely a fantastically benefic planet for this particular blank chart. Okay. So, first
Right,
I
sir.
will say
Right.
First, I will say Mercury. Second, I will say Venus. Venus is also extremely benefic planet over here. Okay. Now, let us spend some time with the Lagna. Okay. This is the Virgo Lagna in the Naisargic chart in the Kalpurush Kundli. This is the sixth house. Okay. In the Naisargic Kundli with the Lagna as one, if I count, this is the sixth house. Sixth house coming to the Lagna, first house, what can you expect?
Six बोले तो sir, that is not good. Now that represents loans, disease, depression.
Yes, Rog, Run, Shatru. Rog, Run, Shatru. So when the Lagna itself is Rog, Run, Shatru, can I expect the person to be quarrelsome? Because Shatru is fighting, competition, competitive, fighting. In simple terms, can I expect a person to be quarrelsome?
Yes.
Okay, can I expect in case the Lagna Lord is weak, in case Lagna Lord to be weak, can I expect the person to be afflicted with disease?
Yes.
Again, these are all speculations. We specifically with surety we can say once the planets are there, but they will definitely follow the trend. If you look at Virgo ascendants, Virgo moon sign, Virgo sun sign, those people will be competitive and they will be quarrelsome. Short temper, quick temper. You can analyze the charts unless Mercury is, having very benefic aspect of Jupiter, Moon is aspecting this and it's cooling down the fire. Those kind of situations may reduce the intensity, but definitely Virgo ascendants, Virgo moon chart and Virgo sun chart, they will have a quick temper. They will have propensity for disease. They are likely to have get into health issues. Okay. Now, Virgo being the lord of Virgo being Mercury, what can I expect about the looks of this person?
Youthful.
Very good. And generally these people are thin. Okay, they don't put on weight. They look younger than their current age. If they are 50, they look 40. If they are 40, they look 30. They look thin, they look younger than their age. Okay, and Virgo being the lord of Virgo being Mercury, what can I say about their intelligence and communication? What can I say about their intelligence and communication?
It should be good. If at all, it should. I mean, it should be good, subject to that. Mercury is not afflicted.
Yes, very good. It should be good. But one more point, sir. Devashish, you observe, communication is third house, Mars. And Mars is also the owner of eighth house. So the communication of Virgo people will definitely be quarrelsome because Mars is a fighter and Mars is eighth house. So they will be argumentative. They will be fighting. There will be certain element of negativity or abuse. Look at this. You don't have to speculate. You can directly tell. Third house is Mars, who is also the eighth house lord. So wherever Mars may sit, it will have characteristics of third and eighth. So the communication of this person will definitely be quarrelsome. Can be rude, can be little abusive, even if Mars is in benefic position. So can I say these people will make very good lawyers?
Yes. Law. I mean, military,
Yes, because they have a
healthcare.
natural tendency to fight, they have a natural tendency to argue, compete, debate, okay, and they have a very quick wit. Very quick wit. Military is again conditional, sir. If the Mars is of extreme strength, okay, exaltation or extreme strength, then we can go for military. Yes, but generally Virgo ascendants, Virgo moon signs, generally they get into intellectual pursuits, statistical studies. They get into law, which involves lot of brain activity, finance, accounting. Law, there are so many sections, studying, debating, and lot of intellectual use. Okay, again, depends on situation to situation. You're also right. If Saturn is linked with Mars or Mars is exalted, okay, those kind of situations they get into military also, definitely. But generally, Virgo will take you towards more of intellectual pursuits, journalism. Journalism where you're getting into hostile discussions, hostile interviews you're taking. Like this, many journalists like who are very aggressive on the TV. Okay, they are also prone to have health issues, regular health issues. You talk to any Virgo ascendant or Virgo moon sign, all the more for Virgo moon sign. Why? When moon is sitting over here, that time I can see more pronounced health issues. Can you tell the reason why? Kiranji, Debashish ji,
Hmm.
can you tell the reason why?
Hmm.
Because Mercury and Moon are enemy to each other. Mercury is the son of Moon, and there is a mythological story which makes it, inimical. So when Moon is over here, definitely he'll be extremely intellectual, but his mother will have little bit of struggle. His mind will be afflicted. Okay, he'll be quarrelsome. He will be prone to health issues. Some minor or major health issues keep on coming to this person.
But sir, one thing is very clear
Yeah.
that what I understood, 6, 8,
Huh.
12
Yes.
ascendant.
Yes.
I mean, they are having 6th house, 8th house, 12th house related troubles
Huh.
in their life.
Yes, yes, yes. That trend you can see, but not always, not necessary. Not necessary. I'll show you some 8th house. Mukesh Ambani is 8th house ascendant.
But subject to that, I mean, we have to see that
Yes.
whether Mars is in
Yes.
good position
Yes,
or not.
yes,
Lord,
yes.
we have to check.
Yes, yes. We have to check. Multidimensional.
But can't we check only the Lord of that 8th ascendant or 6th ascendant, that whether they are in in which condition? Based on that, can't we decide?
There are many things, sir. One thing is we have to check that the ascendant, where it is located, which aspects it is receiving, uh, what is the degree in which it is there, what is the position of that particular planet in Navamsha or D30 chart, Trimshamsha. Ashtakvarga is also a very important concept. Ashtakvarga is the numerical way of deciphering. This is extremely quantitative. There is no qualitative analysis. I only look at numbers and I decide. It's a beautiful science. Ashtakvarga is an amazingly beautiful science. Ashtakvarga score, I will tell you, I mean, it's actually a different course, but it's extremely important. But I will try to give you a little bit of introduction to that before we end this course. But there are many aspects to it, because in real life, I mean, you have to predict is little difficult, because there's so many aspects, so many dimensionalities. Okay. Now
But,
let
sir,
us look at.
Bigunandinari is enough, no, sir? I mean,
Yeah. Bhrigunandinadi is enough. You will get very accurate. And I'll also give you the gist of Ashtakvarga.
Yeah. I mean, we will do. I mean, one by one. I mean, I'm sure that Kiranji will accompany us.
Yeah. Definitely. So now let's look at Mars. Where is Kiranji? Is not participating today. Sir.
Sir, I am here only. I am listening.
Okay. We want your participation, sir.
Sir, 100%.
Okay. What about Mars?
Mars, 8th, 3rd and 8th position.
Eighth Lord and.
Must Lord.
Okay. So
That is
can I?
8,000 third house.
8,000 third house. So can I say
Yes.
Mars will definitely have a negative influence,
Ah,
even if it may be in Kendra, or it will have some kind of negative pinch. Can I also say that the brothers of this ascendant will have some kind of struggle, or they will be anemic to this person? If they are not anemic to the person, then they will have struggle in their life. See, we are not looking at any planets. We are just looking at the chart and we are telling. Definitely, the person will have brothers with whom he will share a bad relationship. Now tell me, how will you determine whether he'll have a bad relationship, or the brother will suffer or struggle in life? How do you differentiate that?
One is that, I mean, that person will have the problem with his neighbor also.
Yes, very good, fantastic. Neighbors, cousins, communication will be rude. His communication will be his problem. If he's a lawyer or a journalist, if he's in that kind of profession where he has to fight and debate, then his communication will be his advantage. But again, he has to pay very close attention to his communication. written as well as verbal. Okay, now my question is, how will you know whether he will have a hostile relationship with his brother, or the brother will have a life full of struggle? One of the brothers. How will you decide on that? It is very simple. The first house lord, which is Mercury, and the Mars, their relative positioning. If it is shad-ashtak, then it will be bad. Okay, it will be 12 2. For whom it is 12, it will be bad. For whom it is 2, it will be good. If it is 7 7, then it is fine. Okay? If the younger sibling is a sister, and if it is 7 7, and the planet is debilitated, moon is debilitated, then it can cause incest. Devashish is a very important point. Hello?
Yeah, yeah, I'm listening.
Are you
Listening.
understanding? You know the meaning of incest.
No, I didn't understand that what you said, that the brothers and how brothers will struggle and all that. I'm not understanding.
Sir, very simple, sir. The person Virgo ascendant will definitely, either he will have a bad relation with his brother, one of the brothers, or or his brother would have faced a lot of struggle in his life. Now, how will you find out whether it is a bad relation or struggle from the chart? If Mercury and Mars are in shad-ashtak, 6 8, we have done one elaborate video on this shad-ashtak, 6 8 position. From Mars, Mercury is 6th. From Mercury, Mars is 8th. Shad-ashtak position, then they will be enemies towards each other. You understand?
Yes.
And if it is 212, then for whom it is 12, that person will have a problem. For who is the second one, he will have benefit. You remember, na?
So in this case, sir, 6 is the first house and sir, 8 is in third house.
No, 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 not like that. See, I'll tell you. Suppose Mercury is over here in the 10th house, and Mars is over in the here you have Mercury, here you have Mercury, here you have Mars. Okay, now count the position of Mercury from Mars.
8th position.
The Mars is in 6th position from Mercury, and Mercury is from 8th position from Mars. This is called shad-ashtak. We had covered this one. In this kind of scenario, the person will have bad relation with the brother. Okay, now I'll give you a fantastic logic, fantastic concept I'll give you. Now what I will do, I'm shifting Mercury to this place, and I'm shifting Mars to this place. What is the relative positioning of these two planets?
8 and 6.
Shad-ashtak again.
Against shad-ashtak.
Agreed? Debashish ji.
Mm.
Agreed, shad-ashtak. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth position. Mercury is in sixth position from Mars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Mars is in 8th position relative to Mercury. So this is a bad relation. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you one beautiful concept over here. For this particular Jatak, for this particular ascendant, initially the brothers will be enemies, and after that they will be very, very good friends. Very, very supportive to each other. But they still will have an enemic point of view towards each other. But initially they'll be real bad enemies, but later they'll be much better. Can I tell? Can you tell? Guess the reason why?
Because Mercury in third house is, I mean, that is his house, right?
There is a very important yog which is a very vital yog even in Nadi astrology. Nadi gives lot of importance to this yog. Even Vedic gives importance, but Nadi more so. That yog is called Parivartan Yog or Exchange Yog. Parivartan Yog or Exchange Yog. Okay, this yog happens when the the planet of the A house sits in B and the owner of the B house sits in A. Okay, the owner of Scorpio is sitting in the Mercury's house, and the Mercury, who's the owner of Gemini, is sitting in the Mars's house. Mars is sitting in Mercury's house. Mercury is sitting in Mars's house.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an
Understood.
extremely close link between Mercury and Mars, extremely close link between third house and 10th house. This person will definitely be in some kind of journalism or some kind of profession in which communication is most important, or sales and marketing. Okay, communication or sales and marketing. This person will definitely do very well. This is called Parivartan Yog. Okay, the lord of the A
Okay.
house sitting in B and lord of the B house is sitting in A. Okay, I have taken rent in your house, you have taken rent in my house. You understood? My daughter is married to your son, your daughter is married to my son. How will the relationship be?
Mm.
How will the relationship be?
Good, sir.
Extremely close, extremely most powerful yoga is Parivartan Yoga. Now, what will happen is they will have a shad-ashtak yoga initially. This 6-8 relationship will be there, but at certain particular dashas and at certain particular after approximately middle of their life, Mars will return back to its house, Mercury will return back to its house, and they will have a fantastic chart. This person and these brothers will have a much better relationship. Do you understand?
Mm.
This is very important yoga. In Nadi, this is a part of Nadi actually. Nadi gives lot of emphasis on Parivartan yoga. When two houses are linked with Parivartan or two planets are linked with Parivartan, it forms much stronger binding, even more than the aspect, even more than the drishti, or even more than the conjunction. Mercury Mars sitting together is not still not as powerful as Parivartan Yoga, because what happens is your this planet is occupying the other planet's house, other planet is occupying this planet's house, and after middle of the life in or in certain particular dashas, Mars will return back to Scorpio, Mercury will return back to Mithunam. Now just imagine Mercury in its own house, Mars in its own house. What is a fantastic chart it is becoming?
Mm.
This is forming a Panchmahapurush Yoga. 10th Lord in its own sign or exaltation, okay, in the Kendra or Trikona house forms Panchmahapurush Yoga. Fantastic yoga it is forming. And Mercury, Mars over here, very bold communication, very bold self efforts, high executioner. Okay, there are two things. One is shad-ashtak yoga, which is 6-8 relationship, which makes the relationship hostile. The second thing is Parivartan yoga. I have covered both the concepts over here. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, na? Now let's talk about Jupiter. How the person's mother will be. What is the position of Jupiter for a particular Virgo ascendant? Kiranji, you take the lead.
Sir, come again, sir.
Jupiter. Tell me about Jupiter for a Virgo ascendant.
Sir, 9 and 12.
Sorry,
That means mother and spouse.
mother and spouse. But is it a benefic planet, malefic planet, or neutral planet?
Uh, most probably benefit only, sir.
Voice is echoing, sir. I think two systems you have switched on.
Benefit, sir.
It's a benefic planet. Okay,
Yes.
Debashish, you agree? It's a very
Yeah,
Jupiter is a very benefic planet. It is the owner of the two Kendra.
it is sitting in fourth house, huh?
It is the fourth lord as well as the seventh lord. Very very important houses. Okay, career and real estate, mother and wife. Very very important roles. Okay, Jupiter is one of the most benefic planet over here. Even if it is sitting in a bad position, trick houses, still it will have lot of impact on the person, on the native. Okay, can I also say that the mother will be the guru of this person?
Possible.
Right? She will
Either
have
mother or wife. Mother or wife.
absolutely, absolutely, very good. Mother and wife both will act like a guru or a mentor for this person, and also the mother will be very dharmic, and the wife will be towards moksha,
Yes.
right? Because 12 is the moksha sign, 9 is the dharmic sign, but
And
mother
for
will be
mother side, mother will be lucky for him.
lucky for him. Yes, Naisargic chart you are analyzing, that's also right. Mother will be lucky for him, and mother will be of aggressive nature, wife will be of soft nature. Why, how did I say that?
That is aggressive means fire sign and
Absolutely fantastic. Dhanu is fire sign, Meena is water sign.
water sign.
Because though both are very dharmic in nature, mother is more towards, I will say, idol worship, more towards, the bhakti and idol worship and temple and puja havan and all. Wife is more towards moksha, more towards charity. Okay, more emotional, more soft, but both will act like guru, and both will act like, they will show direction to this person. Okay, even if Jupiter may be in a bad position, still the marriage may suffer, or the mother may suffer, or the relationship between mother and the native may suffer. But definitely, see, for example, Jupiter is sitting in the 8th house. There's a good chance that he'll become an astrologer. Okay, if Jupiter is sitting in the 6th house over here, okay, there's a good chance that he will become a lawyer or a doctor. If he doesn't become a doctor, then the negative aspect of this particular house will hit him. Are you understanding? Or if he doesn't become an astrologer over here, till he takes up to astrology, he will suffer in his life. His marriage will suffer. His profession will suffer, because 7th house is 10th from 10th, Bhavat Bhavam. So 7th house is equally important for profession. And also 7th is for business. So this person doing astrology business or in some occult, when it is Jupiter sitting over here, will always benefit him.
And as well as per Naisargic chart,
Yes,
wife will be doing some expenditure also.
very good, fantastic. And expenses more towards charity rather than her shopping,
Yes, yes.
because this is the moksha sign. Charity, the maximum charity is done by Meena Rashi. Okay, so the wife will take money from the husband, and she will do charity, and dan dharam, and she will do langar and annadanam programs for people, or she will donate it to orphanage. But definitely she is going to incur expenses for the husband. Devashish ji,
Understood.
understood na?
Because because moksha, I mean 12 is sitting in 7.
Yes,
So that is a water sign. That's
yes,
what you said, that mother will be some fiery element
correct,
while talking, and 12 is water because wife will be little soft.
correct,
At the same time, she will spend more on the charity, and
correct. One
at
more
the same
important.
time she may spend on foreign travel or hospitals or something
Yes,
like
yes. Foreign travel, hospital, expenditure, import, export, all these foreign related things. One more thing, sixth house is the natural house for divorce, separation. Because I told you one concept of KP. The 12th house from a particular house nullifies the effect of that particular house. The 7th house is marriage, the 12th house from 7th house is 6th house. So sixth house is nullifying the effect of seventh house. That means it is cancelling the marriage. Generally, Virgo people have troubled relationships. In extreme cases, divorce. Because one more rationale for that is generally they are quarrelsome. Virgo people generally they are quarrelsome. You do a survey. You take 100 charts who are Virgos, okay, and you look at them. They will be quarrelsome. And when that quarrelsome nature is more, and when the seventh house becomes weak for them, then it will often end up in, you know, divorce or separation.
So does it mean that, I mean, despite wife will be acting as a guru, but Virgo ascendant, he will try to dominate his wife?
See, definitely, sir, the person will be quarrelsome. Again, many conditions are there, but see, when the person is quarrelsome in a relationship, it puts strain on the other person. Na? You know that because the relationship becomes very difficult to handle. See, what is the difference between a Mithuna ascendant and a Virgo ascendant? Gemini ascendant and Virgo. Gemini is basically a romantic person. He will keep 2 3 girlfriends happy and even his wife happy. Whereas Virgo is not romantic, it's the Virgin Mary. It's a virgin. Okay? So that is the reason they are virgins, na? Virgo is called virgin. Why? Because they don't have proper affairs because this is the natural house of separation. You understand?
So
Virgos
that means sixth
generally,
house is natural house for separation.
yes, when sixth house gets activated, separate divorce will happen. More than eighth house. 12th house will give you health problems. 8th house will give you struggle, stress, arguments, cheating. 6th house will give you separation, litigation, court cases. In purview of marriage, it will give court cases and separation and divorce. Most frequently seen when a particular planet, a bad malefic planet, transits over sixth house, most likely it will give separation. Marriage will really become hell. Okay, you understood till here? So
Yeah.
Virgos generally tend to have bad marriages. Virgos generally tend to have bad health, but they are very witty. Not witty. They have very good sharp wit, sharp mind. They are very intelligent, very communicative. Communication is often aggressive. Okay, they have very good support from the mother. All these people, their mother is very dharmic, very spiritual mothers. Okay, with brothers generally they have a problem. If they don't have a problem, brothers may struggle. Okay, can you tell me what is the position of Saturn, Kiranji?
Sir, fifth and sixth.
Fifth and sixth. So is it a positive house, negative house, or neutral house?
Neutral.
It's a neutral house. Okay. See, sixth house is the Arthasthana. So when I talk in terms of business, it is fine. The Trikona house and Arthasthana and Upachaya house also. It is also an Upachaya. Upachaya houses are very progressive houses. So in terms of business per se, Saturn is fine. Career wise Saturn is fine, but otherwise it's a neutral planet. So Saturn in a good position will increase the positiveness. Saturn in a bad position will increase the negativeness. But Saturn is not definitely congenial for marriage. When Saturn sits in the 12th house, Saturn aspects the 7th lord or Venus, this person will have bad marriage. Because 7th house is the natural house of 7th house is the lord of the 6th house, which is the natural house of separation. Okay, the Kumbha is the 6th house now over here. Okay, what about Moon?
Moon already we discussed it, sir.
No, Moon we did not discuss.
Moon in ninth, na?
No. I'm talking about Kark Rashi, Moon.
Acha, Kark Rashi. Okay. So that means moon. That means in lucky house. If you see.
Fantastic. Why so?
So that means that person will get help from elder brother,
Yes.
friends,
Fantastic.
social circle,
Fantastic.
and he will fulfill his desire.
Yes, very good. One more thing, sir. The fourth house, the Karkarashi is the natural fourth house, the house of mother. Okay, we've also seen Dhanu, Jupiter is also the lord of fourth house and the seventh house. So definitely, mother will have a very positive aspect. Talking functionally, for in specific reference to this particular ascendant, mother is a benefic planet, and also the the house of mother is also in the 11th house. So there are two factors, which are pushing our cause. There is not one reason, there are two reasons which are saying that mother is of most important, vital importance for this person, because the fourth house is Jupiter, okay, which is also the Kendra Lord 7th house, and also the natural fourth house is sitting in the 11th house, which is the house of gains and full desire fulfillment. So the mother is becoming more and more positive for the Virgo ascendant. Okay, again this is conditional to locate position of moon, position of Jupiter, aspects it's receiving many things. But definitely the mother is lucky for this person. As you rightly said, the Bhagyasthana is sitting in the fourth house, the natural Bhagyasthana. So even more so, the fourth house is lucky for him, the mother is lucky for him. Also, it is mother fulfills the desires of this person. Because there is a two reasons for that. There is not one reason, there are two reasons. When the number of reasons increase, when the force increases, that particular aspect becomes more vital in astrology. You understand now? For marriage, the seventh lord is also afflicted, Venus is also afflicted. When the number of reasons become more and more, the result gets more pronounced. Now, what about sun?
Malefic.
Problem, no sir, malefic, no, because sun is in water sign.
Yes, yes, yes. No, no, not water sign. Sun is the 12th lord. Okay, I know personally one ascendant, Virgo ascendant. You know, her mother has raised her up. Father separated from the mother and went away at a very young age, and he never returned. They are separated. There was no influence of the father. There was no love of the father for this particular person. This is a person whom I know personally. Okay, she's a Virgo ascendant. Because the Leo is sitting in the 12th house, which is a malefic place. Okay, na? So Sun is malefic, Mars is malefic. Sun and Mars both are malefic. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, so again, it is not a necessary thing, but definitely, say suppose Sun is sitting over. I will say, Sun is sitting over here. Sun is sitting over here in the fourth house. Okay.
So
Now,
it means that mother will act as a father.
yes, that is one interpretation. Second thing, the Lord of the 12th house sitting in the fourth house, or the natural, Sun, the father is sitting in the activating the fourth house, also activating the 12th house. So can I say that father definitely he is beneficial, he is helping the person because it's in the Kendra house, but definitely he is incurring lot of expenditure for this particular person. Probably he is taking the money of the native and using it for himself. Maybe for dharmic causes, because Sagittarius is dharmic. But he's a cause of expenditure for the native. Again, we have to assess Venus also, because Venus over here is the ninth lord. Okay. Now, if I talk about Venus, which is the ninth lord, what can you say? What can you say about this native's Native's father. With
Very
respect to
low,
the
rich.
rich, okay, good looking,
Yes,
artistic,
yes.
you know,
And
big
probably that, teacher kind of stuff.
teacher, because see, ninth house is anyway teaching, higher studies. If it is sitting in the fifth house, we can say teaching. Or if this Venus is linked to Jupiter, then we can say teaching. Or Mercury. Even Mercury will give you a teaching career, academic career. But as such, what I can safely say, what I can say with high probability, is that the person will be good looking. He will be artistic. He will have some kind of art form, right?
Hmm.
Okay, if Venus is also afflicted, if Sun is also afflicted, then we can safely say that this person's life, the influence of father is very less, or the influence of father is very malefic, or they would have separated very early. Do you understand, na?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, sir, we'll close for now.
Yeah, yeah.